Hi everyone, my name is Emily. I'm the director of the SBH Center for Culinary Medicine and Teaching Kitchen, and I am bringing the Teaching Kitchen to you. And today I'm going to show you how to make some simple roasted carrots. Now, I love doing roasted vegetables. They make a wonderful side dish for really any meal. They're great on top of salads, and they're just something that's nice to have on hand in the fridge, ready to go. So we are doing this with carrots today because carrots are a vegetable that do last a long time in the fridge. So if you find that you can't go to the grocery store very often, I recommend stocking up on carrots. They're great for you. They're going to last for many weeks in the fridge, so they're something that you can always have available. So we're going to start by peeling these. I have already washed these carrots. You want to make sure you're always washing your produce. Especially things like carrots, they grow in the ground. You want to make sure they're clean, but especially right now, you want to make sure that all of your produce is nice and clean. You don't know who's touched it at the grocery store. And I like to leave the ends on my carrots while I'm peeling them, because you can see I can hold on to the top of the carrot while I'm peeling and keep my fingers safe. I also really like these Y-shaped peelers. If you're ever in the market for a new peeler, I highly recommend getting one of these. I just find that they're way easier to use. So I take all my peels, put them in the scrap bowl. And now we can go ahead and trim the ends of our carrots. Just the end, you don't want to waste too much of that carrot. And we can trim the bottoms off as well. Again, in our scrap bowl. And so when I'm cutting the carrots, I want to make sure they're all about the same size so that they cook evenly. I don't want a couple small pieces that burn in the oven while I have big pieces that are still raw at the end of roasting. So my trick for doing carrots is I like to hold my knife at an angle on the cutting board, and I like to just roll that carrot around while I make slices. And when I get to the end with these thin bits, I just leave them whole like this. And then we have some fun, like oblong shape or oblique shape carrots. They just look nice, they roast really evenly, and they're going to be really delicious at the end of this. Now, if you're doing some kind of meal prepping, you can do way more carrots than I'm doing right now. This is just all I have on hand. This will be really nice for 1 or 2 people to have as a side dish or on top of a salad. So I'm going to put all of my carrots just in a bowl. And I'm going to put about a teaspoon of oil on top. I'm just using canola oil. It has a really high smoke point. And then we're going to season these. So I'm going to do just a little bit of salt, maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, some black pepper, and then you can stop here if you really want to. I like to put some extra seasonings on my carrots, so I'm going to do a little bit of garlic powder. And then carrots get really sweet when we roast them, so I'm going to put a little chili powder on there. It just works really well with the sweetness of the carrots. Then I'm just going to give these a toss. You could also, if you don't want to make any extra dishes, just mix everything together on the pan that you're doing the roasting on. I don't like to get my hands all oily. So we toss that all together and I put them on my pan. I've just lined this pan with a non-stick silicone mat. You could also use parchment paper or tin foil. And then I want to make sure that the carrots are nice and spread out. As they roast, they're going to release steam. So if all of my carrots are clumped together in the middle, they're just going to steam each other. They're not really going to roast. They're not going to caramelize. So you want to make sure that they're spread out so they can get nice and crispy. And I'm just going to put these in my oven at 425 degrees. After about 10 minutes, we'll check on them, flip them, and see from there. So again, we'll check these after 10 minutes. They'll probably need another 10 or 15 more, and I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and check on our carrots. Alright, so we can see these are already looking really good. We're starting to get some caramelization and crisping on the bottom. So one thing you can just do is take your pan, shake it a little bit to roll your carrots around, and we can put this back in the oven. If it seems like they're starting to stick on the bottom of bottom of your pan, you can just use a spoon or a spatula to turn everything over. Because my carrots are on the smaller side, these will probably only need another 10 minutes before they're done. If you're using really big carrots, they might need another 15 or 20 minutes. So I'm going to put these back in the oven for 10 more minutes. We'll check on them and then we'll probably be done. Alright, so it's been another 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and check on our carrots, and they're probably done at this point. Alright, so these look really good. You can see on some of the edges, the carrots have started getting nice and brown. That's something that we want to look for. And like I said before, because these carrots are a little bit smaller, they really didn't need that much time to cook, so they've only been in the oven for about 20 minutes total. When you're roasting vegetables like these, you want them to be softer, but they don't have to be completely mushy. So these carrots are perfect. If you want to test it out, you can take a fork, pierce the carrot. If the fork easily goes into the carrot, you know it's done. And soon you'll just be able to tell by looking at them that they'll be done. So that's it for roasted carrots. You can do the same technique for any other vegetable, whether it be broccoli or cauliflower, squash, whatever you like. Once you know how to roast vegetables, you have some really delicious side dishes and ways to get more vegetables into your life. And once again, I'm Emily. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, leave me some comments. I love hearing from you all, and I'll see you again next time.